So, for our topic for finals class, we will be talking about the applications of integration. Okay? So, proceed na tayo sa applications of integration. Okay? Now, when following this video class, marami na siyang nakasulat dito, But, wag niyo munang i-mind yung nakasulat dito unless hindi pa ako napunta dito. Okay? So that we will take things one by one. Okay? Okay, so, in application, marami kasing application integration, and one of which is finding the area. Aside from the area class, pwede na natin hanapin yung volume ng mga solids of revolution using integration. But, of course, we will discuss that sa another video. Okay? So, first natin na topic class is finding the area. Okay, now in finding the area class, okay, using integration, of course, alam naman natin paano mag-find ang area, di ba? So, halimbawa, meron kang rectangle. Yung formula ng area niyan is equal to length times width. If this is your length, this is your width, but parang square. Di ba? May formula na tayo sa, mayroon na tayong formulas for area. Now, tanong, ba't pa natin hahanapin yung area gamit yung integration? Bakit? Di ba? Good question, class. Kasi, merong mga shapes. Say, for example, this one. Hanapin mo, ipapahanap sa'yo itong area ng shaded region. Diba? Yan ang formula gagamitin mo dito, class. Ano shape ba to? Rectangle ba to? Oblong? Square? Hindi naman, diba? So, walang exact formula na magagamit for indefinite shapes. Okay? So, dito na ngayon papasok ang tinatawag natin na integration. Mahanap natin itong area na to, class, using integration. Okay? So, in looking for the area using integration, there are two methods. First is using the horizontal element. First class is the horizontal. Next is the vertical. Gagamit tayo ng vertical strip. Paano po ba yun? Okay. So, dito sa horizontal strip, zoom in ko lang. Oopsie. Yan tuloy, nawala yung focus. So, using horizontal strip class, say, for example, meron akong, ito yung shape ko, class. Okay? And yung shape na to, na-generate siya because of this graph. Meron akong first graph, class. Tatawagin ko tong, sino ba yung name nito? F of y. Okay? Then, meron din pangalawang graph. Tatawagin ko tong graph because of g of y. Okay? Na yung dalawang graph, class, nag-intersect. Na-interested tayo in looking for the area ng intersection nila, class. Na how do we, same is true dito. Kaya ganitong itsura niya. Okay? Now, how do we solve for this? First, using horizontal strip, class, is itong shape na nabuo, kunan natin siya ng horizontal strip. Ganito. So, kumbaga ang idea, class, is kukunin natin yung area nitong horizontal strip na to, hanggang lahat sila maubos natin. Okay? Class, di ba ang area nito, kung nagmumukha siyang rectangle, ang formula, di ba, ng rectangle is length times width ng area. So, yung length natin, class, parang itong x. Yung width nito, class, napakaliit, parang tatawagin natin dy. Okay? So, kung makikita nyo, class, ito na yung area natin. So, based dito sa strip, class, yung area natin is parang length times width lang din naman siya, pero yung length natin this time is x. Yung width natin this time is dy. Okay? Now, kung ito lang yung formula, class, edi ito lang yung nakuha natin. 'Di ba? And take note, interested tayo sa lahat ng area niya. So, ang mangyayari, kunin natin tong horizontal strip from dito to dito. That is why, class, i-integrate natin siya. Parang sinasum up natin, class, no? I-add natin lahat ng vertical strip na na-generate from here to here. Ano ba to dito? To dito. So, lower, class, this is your y1. Diba yung y naman dito, class? So, that is from y1, from here, papunta sa taas to y2. Ito. So, that is what, ayan yung limit natin. Okay? So, class, kapag ka dy, ganito yung class, ha? Kapag ka dy, yung, say, for example, width mo, yung limit mo, class, is yung y, from y1 to y2. Okay? Now, ngayon, ano ba tong x? Itong x, class, okay, this is your, kapag ka titingnan mo siya, 'di ba? Yung length nito, class, 'di ba? Ito 'yon. Ito minus ito. Di po ba? Ito class, tawag natin dito, XR. Because yung X siya dun sa right side. Ito naman class, X left, XL. Yung X mo sa left side. So, yung X mo class would be XR minus XL. So, ito na yun. Yung X dito, pinalitan ng XR minus XL times dy. So, tanong, ano namang XR yung gagamitin mo? Itong XR natin class, di ba at this time, ito siya. Kapag dito banda tayo kumuha ng strip, yung X natin, nagva-vary, ito din naman siya, 'di ba? So, different, areas, nagdi-differ yung X. So, saan nagbe-base yung X natin? Sa graph, FY. Di po ba? Ito namang isa, saan to nagbabago din yung value ng XL class. Nagbabago siya based saan? Based dito sa ating function na GY. That is why sometimes, yung XR natin, papalitan siya ng yung graph or yung tawag nito, function mo sa right side, which is in this case, si FY. Minus, tong function mo sa left side, which is in this case, si GY. Ayun. So, sometimes, times dy. Sometimes, ito yung formula. Okay? So, ayun lang yung tatandaan mo. Now, for your vertical strip, same lang naman yung, same lang naman yung explanation niya. So, ano pinagkaiba? Yung strip natin dito, class, horizontal. Pahiga. Yung width niya, class, is dy. Dito, class, ito yung strip natin, patayo. That's why ang tawag sa kanya, vertical. And pag patayo siya, class, same pa din naman yung area, di ba? Yung length nito, class, tatawagin natin y. Kasi class, maliit lang to, 'di ba? As small as possible, 'di ba? Kasi pag mas malaki yung strip, 'di ba, class, nasabi na discuss sa first na pag mas malaki yung strip, mas madaming, 'di ba? Na-discuss natin na mas madaming areas na hindi mako-cover at ito yung error mo. Okay, hindi exact yung mo kasi because of that. But the smaller the strip, mas close sa value. 'Di ba? Yan yung na-discuss natin sa first natin na lecture. So, ayun. So, ito na ngayon yung width mo, yung dx, napakaliit niya, yung height niya is y. So, ano nga ulit yung formula ng rectangle? Diba that's length times width. Yung length ng strip nito, class, is y. Yung width niya, ang kapal nito ay dx. Di po ba? O, now ngayon, kung ito lang, edi hindi natin nakuha lahat ng area ng shape. Ito lang. Kung gusto natin kunin from here to here, i-integrate natin siya, class, from here to here. So, ang dito, class, this would be your x1 lower limit. Ito, class, from to here, this would be your x2 upper limit. So, from x1 to x2. Okay. Now, same kanina, class, yung y natin, di ba ito? That would be, in this strip, class, that is y upper, minus, diba, ito minus dito, class, diba? So, that is y upper minus y lower. Where in this case, class, yung y upper natin, ano ba yung y upper natin? Ito, kaninong graph ba siya na belong? F of x. So, minsan pinapalitan siya ng x1 to x2, yung f of x minus upper yung class, yung graph ng upper minus yung graph ng lower. Saan ba yung lower natin? G of x, tawag natin dyan, class. G of x times dx. So, ayun yung, that's how we get your area. Okay? Now, okay, so, ayun siya. So, two methods, using horizontal, using vertical. So, tanong, kailan mo ba gagamitin si horizontal, vertical? Depende sa iyo, class, Pero, usually, ganito siya. Imagine, kapag ka dito, class, nag-horizontal strip ka, ito yung ginamit mo, horizontal. Ano ngayon yung length ng iyong y? Diba? Hindi mo siya agad-agad mahahanap. Whereas, kung ito yung ginamit mo, yung length niya, alam mo na ito, which is itong graph na to, minus ito, which is yung graph na to. Napaka-obvious. Diba? So, dito naman, same is true. Kapag ito yung ginamit mo, alam mo na yung length nito ay ito minus ito. Okay? So, ganun. Dapat i-fill mo din kung ano ba, ay, Ay, sorry. Akala ko not recording. Sorry. So, i-feel mo kung saan ba mas madali yung buhay. So, again, ito yung formula natin. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo yung formula. Ito lang naman ng formula ng area. Ito or ito, depende sa strip na gamit mo. Horizontal, that's dy. Okay? Vertical, that's dx. Okay, next. So, ano ba yung steps in finding the area? So, meron lang naman tatlong steps, class. General step. First, kailangan nating i-sketch yung curve. Diba? Imagine, class, pag nagsusolve ka na hindi mo nakikita to, hindi mo madedecide kung anong strip yung gagamitin mo. Diba? So, it's important to determine, to sketch first your curve. Second, you decide, ayun na nga, i-decide mo kung anong strip, horizontal or vertical. Be wise in choosing this one, class. And then, of course, apply the formula. Anong formula ba? Nando nga ulit yung formula natin. That yung area natin is equal to, pagka horizontal, that is horizontal, that's x times dy from y1 to y2. Or, specifically, that's from integral from y1 to y2. Yung x natin, class, diba, that is your xr minus x left dy. Okay? Kapag vertical, iba naman yun. Okay? So, I hope nag-take down ka ng notes dyan. Okay, so let's have our first example. So, for example 1, find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to this one, x squared, and the x-axis. So, nag-graph ko na siya, class. Okay? So, say for example, ito daw yung graph ng ating parabola. So, say for example, ito yung graph ng ating parabola. Okay? Tapos yung x-axis, class, diba ito yung x-axis? So, aling area yung hinahanap natin? The area bounded. So, ng parabola daw, at saka ng x-axis. So, ito yung class. Okay? So, hahanapin natin yung area niyan. Now, ano nga ulit yun? So, first, na-sketch na siya. Next, decide natin yung horizontal ba or vertical strip. Okay? So, in this case, class, I will use ganitong strip. Okay? Ito yung magiging strip ko, class. That is vertical. Kasi, class, kapag ganito yung strip ko, edi, paano ko madedetermine kung ano yung length niya, di ba? Whereas, kung ito yung strip ko, class, alam ko na yung length niya is ito, itong graph nito, minus dito. Diba? Okay. So, let's solve this one. So, yung area natin is equal to the integral. Class, ano yung magiging limit natin? Yeah, before that, diba, hindi natin alam kung ano yung limit natin, class. Importante, malaman natin to. Okay? Yung yung x-intercept natin. Kasi kung hindi natin alam to, class, edi, wala tayong limit. So, very important to know how to sketch yung ating mga parabolas. Okay? So, baka tanong nyo din, paano ba to naging ganito? So, review natin ng konti yung graph ng parabola, tapos balikan natin to. Okay? So, I have here prepared. So, sa parabolas, class, alam naman natin, very quick lang to kasi nadaanan nyo na to sa algebra. Just a short refreshment lang. So, yung quadratic form, alam natin, yung quadratic form, ganito yung itsura niya. Okay? What makes it quadratic is because it is raised to the power of 2. Yung highest exponent niya is 2. Okay? That is f of x, yung function of x is equal to a, x squared plus bx plus c. Now, tanong, ma'am, pwede din bang y? Pwede naman. No? Yung f of y mo is equal to a y squared plus by plus c. Pwede din naman. So, malalaman natin ngayon yung difference kapag ka x at saka y yung ginamit. Okay? Now, take note, class, na ito yung a, b, tsaka c. Dapat yung a, b, and c are real numbers. At saka yung a, class, bawal siyang mag-zero. Kailangan always may value yung a. Okay lang na walang value yung b at saka c, basta yung a may value. Okay? So, halimbawa, meron kang f of x is equal to 3x squared plus x. So, quadratic ba to, class? Quadratic pa din, ano? Kasi, with the value, yung a mo is not equal to 0. Pero yung b mo is 1, yung c mo naman is 0. Kasi walang c. Yung b mo is yung partner ng x. Okay? Now, ang graph ng ating quadratic, class, is always parabola. Ganito yung itsura ng parabola. Naka-U-shape siya, class. Pwedeng ganito, pwedeng ganyan, ganyan. It doesn't matter. Basta naka-U, parabola yan. Tawag natin, di ba? And alam natin na yung equation yan, merong square, yung exponent. Highest exponent niya. Now, for example, I have here, y is equal to x squared. Quadratic ba to, class? Quadratic pa din. Kasi, di ba, yung a is nandun sa x squared. So, ang value ng a natin dito, lagyan natin, yung a natin in this example is 1. Yung b natin is, kasi 0 siya, class, kasi wala. Diba? B is 0, C is 0. Okay? 0 and 1s are real numbers, so check to. Yung a mo is not equal to 0, so check. So, this is quadratic. Okay? Now, kasi quadratic siya, class, ganito yung itsura niya. Naka-U. Tawag natin dito pa na, class, that is vertex. Okay? Vertex. I hope ma-remember nyo. Now, kunan lang natin ng general sense yung ating graph. Kapag yung A, class, it's important to know yung A. Kapag yung A is less than 0, yung itsura ng graph mo is pababa. Kapag A naman is greater than 0, pataas. Okay, tawag natin ito open downward, dito one opens upward. So, yung A natin this time, class, is 1. That's greater than 1. So, kapag greater than 1, opens upward. Kaya ganito yung itsura niya, class. Okay. Now, pag yung A mo, class, is malaki yung value niya, habang pataas na pataas yung value ng A mo, nagiging narrow yung parabola mo. Kapag it's approaching to 0, class, yung A mo, nag-widen naman yung parabola mo. Just remember this. Okay? Para may general sense kayo kung ano yung graph ng ating mga parabolas. And yung C, class, ano naman yung ibig sabihin ng C? Yung C mo is yung y-intercept. Ano ibig sabihin ng y-intercept? Kung saan siya nag-touch dito sa ating y-axis. Tapos may formula tayo, class, ng axis of symmetry. Kasi yung parabola, class, di ba, that is parabola. Yung line sa gitna that divides your parabola into two equal parts. That's called your axis of symmetry. At ang formula niyan, class, is ito. That is negative b over 2a. Okay? So, class, kapag in terms of y ko naman, ganun pa din naman, ano, kaso, yung itsura ng ano mo, parabola mo, pag ganito, is either pag ganito or pag ganito. Okay? So, para bang, ano, nakakapit yung parabola mo sa y-axis. Dalawang y-axis yung tinatamaan niya. Dito naman, sa nakakapit sa parabola mo, di lang ano, pero dito siya sa x-axis. Okay, yung C mo naman is yung x-intercept mo. So, this is our first example for finding the area using integration. Okay, so we have here, find the area bounded by the curve y is equal to 9 minus x squared and the x-axis. Okay, so first step, of course, we will need to sketch this graph because you'd like to know to figure out kung ano ba yung ating gagamitin na strip. Will it be horizontal or vertical? Now, for the x-axis, automatic. Ito na po yung x-axis. Right? So, this is yung x-axis would be that is y is equal to 0. Okay? Now, we need to graph this one. How do we graph our parabola? Or sketch, rather. So, for this, let me just rewrite my equation. So, first natin, we'll focus on sketching this one, okay? So, rewriting that into standard form, unahin ko lang tong x squared plus 9. Right? And, with that, I know that my a is equal to negative 1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to 9. Okay? Now, first, I'd like to hanapin ko muna si. First, hanapin natin si axis of symmetry. That is, x is equal to negative b over 2a. And that is equal to negative b, that is 0, over 2a, that's negative 2. 0 over number is 0. So, ibig sabihin, Ang ating axis of symmetry is along here. Okay, at x is equal to 0, or that is your y-axis. And then using that class, I would use that to look for my vertex. Okay, so at x is equal to 0, what would be my y? So, ang y ko, based dito, lagay ko lang yung 0, would be negative 0 square plus 9. So, yung y natin is 9. So, ibig sabihin, class, if this is 9, andito yung vertex. Okay? So, next, ano ba yung orientation ng ating parabola? Ano ba yan? Okay, so look at your A. Since our A is less than 0, then our parabola would be downward. So kung yan yung vertex, class, less than 0 rather, it opens, ano ba yan? Less than 0, so pag ganon. Okay, so parang pag ganon siya. Okay, so yung itsura ng ating graph, more or less, ganyan siya, class. Okay? So, this is now our y is equal to 9 minus x squared. Now, we're looking for the area. Saan area ba yung hinahanap natin? We are looking for this area. The area bounded by our graph, this graph and the x-axis. Alright? Now, how do we solve for that? Ano yung magiging strip natin? Now, for this, it would be nice to use this strip, class. Okay? Vertical. Bakit vertical? Kasi, alam natin na yung height niya is itong graph na to. Di po ba? Then, minus 0. So, yung graph lang talaga alone. So, that would be, yan. Tapos, yung limit natin is from here to here. Problem is, hanapin pa natin yung limit. Ano ba yung limit natin? So, yung equation natin, class, is, sulat ko lang siya ulit. That's y is equal to negative x squared plus 9. Now, hanapin natin yung value niya when y is equal to 0. Right? Diba, class, at this point, your y is equal to 0. So, hanapin natin. So, at y is equal to 0, you would have 0 is equal to negative x squared plus 9. Kita pa ba? That would be x squared is equal to 9. And that would be x is equal to square root of 9. Square root of 9, class, we would have to answer. Yung x natin ay positive negative 3. So, ibig sabihin, we have here negative 3 and positive 3. So, that would be our limit. Okay, so yun naman yung importante, class. Makita natin yung itsura ng ating parabola and then yung intersection because that would be our limit. And ma-decide natin kung anong strip yung gagamitin natin. And then after that, proceed na tayo sa ating area. So, yung ating area would be, yung formula natin, class, diba, that is the integral. Yung lower limit natin, class, is from here, negative 3, up to here, 3. And yung strip natin, class, length times width niya, yung length niya ay y, yung width niya ay dx. Or rewriting it, class, this is just the integral from negative 3 to 3. Yung y natin, class, take note, diba, ito yung length. Wherein yung length natin, itong nasa taas, is that is our, yung graph, or itong ating equation. So, we will replace that. This one, class, upper natin is y is equal to 9 minus x squared. Yung lower natin, class, that is just y is equal to 0. So, etong isa na lang. So, that would be 9 minus x squared minus 0 kasi y is equal to 0 itong sa baba, class. That is upper minus lower dx. Simplify lang natin, class. That is negative 3 to 3 of 9 minus x squared dx. Integrate that, class. Dapat master nyo na to. So, diretso na natin. Y, this becomes x. Limit from negative 3 to 3 minus x cubed. Then, diretso ko na, class, sa 3. Yung limit from negative 3 to 3. So, this is 9 times upper limit minus negative 3, yung lower limit natin, minus 1/3 times 3 cube upper minus yung lower na negative 3 cube. This one class, this becomes positive 6 times 9. That would be, 6 times 9, 54. Minus 1/3. Sa loob class, 3 cube is 27. This becomes negative 27. So 27 plus 27, that is 54. And so this is equal to 54 divided 3 class is 18. Minus 18. Minus 18 would be 36. 36 units square. Unit square class kasi hindi given yung unit natin. So, whatever is the unit, kasi area siya, then that would be square. Okay, so this is our final answer. Ibig sabihin class 36 square units yung area bounded by the curve y is equal to 9 minus x squared and your x-axis. Let's have example number 2 class. So we have here our problem. Find the area bounded by the curve a square y is equal to x cubed. The x-axis and the line x is equal to 2a. So meron tayong tatlong equations dito class. Tapos yung area bounded by these three, yun yung hahanapin natin ng area. Okay? So first, ipa-plot muna natin itong madaling i-plot. Unahin natin si x-axis. So of course, andito yung isa. This is our x-axis. Ano nga equation ng x-axis class? That is y is equal to 0. Yung line x is equal to 2a class. So andito siya sa x. Okay? So kasi walang y, that is 0. Vertical yan siya class. So assuming this is my 2a. So andito si ayan, this would be x is equal to 2a. This one na lang. Next, as you notice class, itong isang given natin, this is not quadratic anymore. This is cubic na naman. Now, how do we plot cubic pa? Pwede shortcut, pero long method. May isang paraan, pwede mo gawa ng table class. So, gawa ka ng table, if x is equal to this, what will be your y? Pwede ganun. Okay? Pero, pwede din namang apply nyo yung knowledge nyo from previous ninyo na subject. So, balikan lang natin ng konti. Okay, para mag-graph ng mga cubic. So, I have here notes na, no? So, yung cubic equations class, generally, ganito yung itsura niya. Okay? So, you have y is equal to a, meron kang x minus h, 3, cube, plus k. So, itong a, h, tsaka k, these are constants. Alright? Now, ano ba itong, later malalaman natin kung anong ibig sabihin nila. Itong h at saka k class, remember that is your starting point. So, ang general form talaga class or graph ng ating cubic functions is ganito. Okay? So, yung ganitong itsura class, pataas, and then itong baba, mirror niya pababa, yan yung graph ni y cube. Pinaka-basic. Okay? So, kapag ka y cube class, ano ba yung h mo? 0. Diba? Yung k mo, 0. Kaya, andito yung vertex mo or yung starting point mo sa origin. Okay? Now, ano naman yung ibig sabihin ng a? Yung a class, kapag less than 0 siya or negative, nagfi-flip. Ito yung pinaka-basis mo. Okay? So, kumbaga, pag sinabing cube, ganito na yung itsura ng graph na iisipin mo. Para ba sa parabola, kapag sinabi mong quadratic, agad-agad U-shape na. Pag cube class, ganito naman siya. Alright? Now, pagka yung a is negative, nagpa-flip siya. From here, nagiging ganito. So, una, ito, di ba, pag ganito, flip siya dito sa baba. Okay? Nagiging ganito siya. Wow, ganda. Tapos, itong isa, flip siya sa taas. So, nagiging ganyan siya. Okay? So, ganito na yung itsura niya. Nag-flip siya. Okay? So, again, yung pinakaisipin mo, ganito yung itsura ng iyong cubic function. Kapag a is negative, nag-flip siya. Now, pag nag-iba naman yung values nito, edi nag-iiba yung origin niya. For example, andito yung ating Cartesian plane. Yung iba, dito siya nag-start. Mga ganun. Okay? Nag-iiba yung starting point niya. Depende sa values ng h tsaka k. Okay? Now, how do we plot cubic? First class, hanapin natin yung starting point. How do we look for it? I-ano lang natin yung equation. Isulat natin in this form para makita natin yung h tsaka k. Next, tingnan natin yung a, kung i-flip ba siya or not. And then, kung gusto natin ng precise, lagyan ng table. Assign ka ng values ng x tsaka y, tapos plot. Okay? So, maybe we will not do this. Tingnan lang natin yung general na itsura ng ating function. Okay, so dito tayo. Going back. So, first, ano nga ulit yung first step? Hanapin natin si starting point. So, i-rewrite natin yung ating given na equation class. We have a square y is equal to x cubed. I-rewrite natin into general form. So, magiging y is equal to 1 over a square. This is x minus 0 cube plus 0. Diba? Para makita natin yung h tsaka k. So, yung starting point natin, class, yung h tsaka k natin would be, ano nga yung h? That is 0. Yung k natin is 0. So, ibig sabihin, andito yung starting point ng ating cubic function. Next, ano nga ulit yung hinahanap? Hanapin natin kung naka-flip ba siya or not. Kasi at the back of our mind, alam na natin na ganito or ganito yung magiging itsura niya. Okay? So, tingnan natin si A. Number 2, si A would be, ano ba yung value ng ating A? This one. Is this positive or negative? This one is positive, so A is greater than 0. Kapag ka greater than 0, ganito siya. Okay? Okay. So, i-graph na natin. So, more or less, yung itsura niya would be, okay, so, class, pwede kasi siyang dito lang, diba? Saan yung lapis ko? Pwede siyang ganito. Oops. Pwede siyang ganito, diba, class? Hindi natin alam. So, kailangan, hanapin muna natin, ano ba yung value niya at 2a para malaman natin kung more or less nag-touch pa siya dito or not. Okay, so, evaluate natin siya. Next, evaluate natin siya at x is equal to 2a. So, at x is equal to 2a, your y is equal to, based on this class, your y is equal to 2a cubed divided by a square, and that is equal to, cancel class, this becomes 2a. So, at x is equal to 2a din yung ating y. So, assuming this is our 2a, ayan. So, more or less, dito nag-meet pa sila, class. Nag-touch rather. So, sa 3a, kapag ka 3a din yung ating y. So, pa ganyan siya, no? Yeah, so more or less, yung itsura ng ating graph ay mali na to, class, ano? Kasi dapat matouch niya to. Kasi at 2a din siya. So, dapat dadaan siya dito. So, erase natin to. So, more or less, yung itsura niya ay ganito. Tapos, mirror niya sa baba. Ayan. Alright? Now, tingnan natin sana ba yung area na hinahanap natin. So, yung area na hinahanap natin, sabi, area bounded by this curve, by this line, and x-axis. So, class, ito yung area na hinahanap natin. Mukha siyang triangle, pero hindi talaga yung triangle, ah. Okay. Now, proceed na tayo sa ating formula. But before that, class, this is vertex, this is 0, 0, this is, x is 2a, y is 0. Sige, sulat natin. This is 0, 0. This one is at x is equal to 2a, yung y is 0. It's important to determine the points, class. Ano nga to kanina? Yung x natin dyan ay 2a, yung y natin dyan ay 2a din. Okay? Solve na natin yung area. First, ano nga ulit yun? Hanapin muna yung ating strip. Ano ba yung strip na gusto natin dito, class? In this one, class, pwede natin gamitin ng horizontal or vertical. Okay, kapag ka vertical tayo class, that would be upper, eto, minus lower, 0. Kapag horizontal, pwede naman ganito. Right, minus left. Okay, unahin natin to class. Gamitin natin both. So, kapag ganito yung strip natin, this would be our y. Meron tayo ditong dx. Okay? So, yung ating area would be the integral. Pag dadamihan natin siya, yung limit natin is from here to here. Yung x, from 0 to 2a. So, 0 to 2a. Ni y, length times width, times dx, which is equal to 0 to 2. Yung y natin class is, ano nga ulit yung y? Upper, minus lower. Yung upper natin is itong ating x cube over a square. Minus lower natin class, that's x-axis, that's y is equal to 0. dx. So, this is equal to, simplifying it, 0 to 2 x cube over a square dx. So, this becomes, labas natin si constant. And a is treated constant. So, x, that's power formula plus 1 over 4. Then, yung limit natin from 0 to 2. And this is now 1 over a square 4. Ilabas ko dun yung 4. This would be 2 upper limit to the power of 4 minus lower raised to the power of 4, 1 over 4a square times, nire-write ko lang, 2 to the 4 is 16. Simplify class, 16 divide 4, that would be 4 over a square. This is our final answer. So, yung area nito class is 4 over a square unit square. So, we'll have example 3. Find the area bounded by the curve x is equal to y squared plus 2y and line x is equal to 3. Okay? Now, hanapin natin yung line x is equal to 3. So, say for example, this is 3. So, ito yun. So, itong line na to, this is x is equal to 3 and this curve. So, kung tanong, ito ba ma'am, ito ba yung graph niya? Yes. Ano niya na lang. Sige nga. Okay, so, ma'am, how do you know na pag ganito, pag ganito, pag ganito? Di ba na-discuss na kanina? Kapag this one is in terms of y, yung ating itsura ng ating parabola would be either pag ganito or pag ganito. Kapag x to class, it's pag ganito or pag ganito. Okay, kasi y siya, so, dalawa yung option natin. Pwedeng pag ganito or pag ganito. Okay, ano nga yung natin kanina? Step natin kanina. Hanapin check natin si A, di ba? A natin this time classes, yung A natin ay 1, B natin ay 2, C natin ay 0. Diba? Tapos, hinahanap natin yung saan ba akong solve? Sige, dito na lang. Hinahanap natin yung first, yung axis of symmetry. Kasi, pag ganito, alam natin na ganito yung orientation ng ating parabola. So, yung ating axis of symmetry would be in terms of y. So, that is y is equal to negative b over 2a. Bakit red ball pen? And this is equal to negative 2 over 2, 1. So, you would have negative 1. So, yung ating axis of symmetry is along negative 1. Okay? So, ito yung axis of symmetry. Kasi axis of symmetry, malamang nandito yung vertex. So, alam na natin na yung isa is negative 1. Yung y na naman yung hanapin natin. Yung x, rather. So, using that value at y is equal to negative 1, hanapin natin si x. So, x is equal to, based on the original given class, y squared, that's 1 squared plus 2 times 1. So, x is equal to 1 plus 2, 3. So, ibig sabihin, yung vertex nating class is at x is 3, y is negative 1. So, x is 3, y is negative 1. Negative 1, x is 3. Oops, I think, sorry, this one pala is, y is negative 1. So, this is negative 1, 2 times negative 1. So, this is 1 minus 2. This is negative 1. Sorry, sleepy here. This is negative 1. So, x is negative 1. So, yung vertex natin is negative 1 si x and negative 1 si y. So, this is negative 1, negative 1. Number 2, we're looking for intersection. Given the equation na y is equal to x squared plus 2y, hanapin natin siya at x is equal to 3. Kasi at x is equal to 3, ano ba itong values niya dito? So, 3 is equal to y squared plus 2y. Standard form tayo. This is y squared plus 2y minus 3. Class, this is quadratic equation. So, you would have two values of y. Yung y1 mo ay, yung y2 mo ay, pause the video at hanapin nyo si y1 and y2. Yung y1 natin ay 1 tsaka negative 3. Okay? Previous subject niya ng class, di na natin i-go by details. This is quadratic formula. So, ibig sabihin, itong mga vertex na to, malamang andito si y1. So, this one is 3 and 1. This one naman, this is point. Yung x natin ay 3. Yung y natin ay negative 3. Ayan. Okay, so ready na yung ating graph. Now, pipili na tayo ng strip. Will it be horizontal or vertical? Now, class, kapag ka okay, yung area pala na hinahanap natin is ito. The area bounded by the curve and this line. Okay? Now, pili tayo ng strip. Now, class, kapag ka vertical yung strip ko, ano yung upper ko? Ito, yung lower ko, siya pa din. Eh, di nag-cancel yun pag sinubtract ko. Diba? So, hindi ako pipili ng ganong strip. Instead, pipiliin ko tong horizontal. Okay? Horizontal strip because ang magiging ano ko, this is x, diba? Yung length. And this becomes dy. So, yung aking x would be this one, right minus left. Okay? So, this is just, yung area natin class is integral. Ano yung area ng ating strip? Length natin times width. This is x times width natin ay dy. So, ganito yung strip. So, from here to here. Diba? Kasi gagawa natin yan ng strip class eh. From here, ganito, ganito, ang dami, papunta dito. So, this would be, lower natin is y is equal to at y is equal to negative 3 to 1. Class, you would know na y to kapag ka dy siya, class. Okay? So, rewrite natin. This is integral from negative 3 to 1. Yung x natin, class, eto, yung value niya ay eto. X is equal to 3. Okay? So, this is 3 minus to. In terms of y, because dy. So, in terms of y na siya, so walang problema. So, this is minus y squared plus 2y dy. Simplify ko lang siya. This is the integral from negative 3 to 1 ni 3 minus y squared minus 2y dy. Diretso na, class. Integral nito would be, labas ko si 3. Integral ni dy ay y. This is from negative 3 to 1. Minus this one, power formula. You have 1/3 y square from negative 3 to 1 minus 2 power formula 1 cube pala to class. Y square over 2 from negative 3 to 1. This is equal to 3. Yung limit natin no 1 upper minus yung lower minus 1/3. Limit natin upper is 1 cube minus yung lower negative 3 cube. 2 over 2 class, that is 1. So minus upper limit natin na 1 minus lower na negative 3. This is equal to 3 times. This becomes positive. 1 plus 3, that is 4. Minus 1/3 times 3 times 3, 9. Times 3, 27. Negative 27, positive 27. So this is 28. Minus, this is positive 4. So this now becomes 12 minus 28 over 3. Sige. 28 over 3 pa din. This is equal to, the answer is negative 4/3, which is not equal to this. This should be our answer. So check natin saan tayo nagkamali. Plus this is y square. So upper y1 square minus yung lower y12 square. Diba? So this becomes 3 times 3, that is 9. So 1 minus 9. Yeah, 1 minus 9. This should be negative 8. Diba? This is negative 8. Negative 8. Negative class. Positive pala to. So this is plus 8. Check nyo ha. That's plus 8. And pag in-add mo to, sige, add natin. That is 12 minus 28 over 3 minus 8 plus 8 nga. Plus 8. That is 32 over 3. This is our final answer. Unit square. Okay? So, class, pag nag-solve kayo, pwede nyo nang hindi pakita sa akin to. Pakita nyo lang to. Itong graph, tsaka itong mga points, important points, tapos anong strip yung pinili nyo, tapos diretso na dito. Okay? You have your example number 4. Solve for the area bounded by the curve y is equal to 4x minus x squared, and the lines x is equal to negative 2 and y is equal to 4. So we have here one curve, y is equal to 4x minus x squared, and lines eto tsaka eto. Okay? So of course, yung first step natin is sketch. So unahin natin sketch class tong dalawa kasi madali na sketch. So, unahin natin si x is equal to negative 2. So, assuming nandito si negative 2, so this would be your x is equal to negative 2. Y is equal to 4. Of course, positive more or less. Say, for example, nandito siya. Say, this is 4. So, ito yung ating, bigyan natin ng arrow. Y is equal to 4. Next class is itong ating quadratic. Quadratic ba to? Yes. Okay. Susulat ko si quadratic in general form. That is y is equal to, unahin ko si x square minus x square plus 4x. Diba class, first step, hanapin natin si a, b, tsaka c. Yung a natin based on expression is negative 1, b is 4, c is 0. Next class, hanapin natin si axis of symmetry. Ano ba yung axis of symmetry natin? Would it be in terms of x or y? Tingnan natin. Class, this is in terms of x. So, yung itsura ng graph natin is nakakapit siya. If this is our x-axis, nakakapit siya dyan. So, it's either ganon or ganon. Okay? So, yung axis of symmetry is in terms of x. So, yung x natin, may x pa kayo. Yung x natin ay negative b over 2a. This is equal to negative 4 over 2 times negative 1 which you have positive 2. Okay? So, meron tayong x is equal to 2. So, if this is x is equal to 2, and dito, class, yung ating axis of symmetry. Broken line. So, gamitin natin to para makuha si vertex. Kasi more or less, yung vertex natin, diba, nasa axis of symmetry naman talaga. Kasi kung ito yung ating parabola, dito yung axis of symmetry, hinahati niya yung parabola into 2 equal parts. So, more or less, nandito si vertex. So, at x is equal to 2, yung y natin ay substitute class sa ating equation. Negative 2 square plus 4 times 2. Yung y natin ay 2 times 2, 4. That's negative 4 plus 8. That is 4. So, yung vertex natin is nasa x is 2, y is 4. X is 2, y is 4. Saan ba si 4? Dito pala siya, oh. Yun. Ayun yung vertex. Nasaan ulit? Sa x is 2, y is 4. Next class, check upin natin si A. Si A is negative 1, that is less than 0. So, ibig sabihin, pag less than 0, that is downward. Sadya, kasi less than 0. Ayan, downward. Sad. Next. Yeah, so more or less, alam natin na pag ganito palang itsura ng ating graph. Tapos class, hanapin din natin at x is equal to 2. Okay? So, the area bounded by the curve. Ito. Tingnan natin class, at x is equal to 2, kung saan ba dadaan yung ating parabola. Okay? So, number 3, additional points at x is equal to negative 2 rather. Negative 2. What would be our y? Our y would be diretso na class. Sige na nga. Negative 2 square plus 4 times negative 2. Yung y natin ay this is negative 4 minus 8. 2 times 2, 4. Negative 4 minus 8. That's y is equal to negative 12. You have negative 12. So, at x is negative 2, yung y natin ay negative 12. Layo. So, see for example, nandito. Ayun. So, dadaan siya dito, class. So, more or less, ganito magiging itsura niya. Tingnan naman natin siya, class. At x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Ano yung value ng ating x? Sige, at y is equal to 0 na lang. X is equal to 0. Final. So, at x is equal to 0, yung y natin ay negative 0 square, this one class, plus 4 times 0. Y natin ay 0. So, dadaan pala siya dito. So, ganon. Okay? So, ayun. Enough na yun, class. So, graph na natin yung ating parabola. Dadaan siya dito, vertex, tsaka dito, and dito kanina. So, more or less, ganyan yung itsura niya. And since this is the axis of symmetry, pag ganun siya, class. Okay? So, this is our parabola. This is y is equal to 4x minus x squared. Now, class, ang tanong dito, saan ba yung area bounded ng tatlo? Ito yung first, diba? Ito yung second. Ito yung third. So, class, we are interested on this area. Yun. So, paano yun? Importante yung points malaman natin. Ano nga ulit yung point na to? This is negative 2 yung x. Yung y natin ay negative 12. Ito yung x natin dito is negative 2. Yung y is 4. Okay? Now, let's solve for the area. So, for the area, class, again, hanapin natin yung ating, mamili tayo ng horizontal or vertical strip. Pwede bang horizontal, vertical? Upper, merong upper, lower, pwede naman. Vertical, pwede din. Okay? So, in my case, gusto ko, ganito. Vertical. So, after ko ma-solve class, i-solve nyo rin, gamit kayo ng horizontal. Okay? Okay, so yung area natin ay integral. Ito yung ating ano. So, this would be dx. And this is y. So, length times width. Yung length ng ating vertical strip is y. Yung width niya ay dx. So, gusto natin gawa ng vertical strip from here, to here, to here, to here. Hanggang maubos natin. So, yung limit natin ay from here to here. Okay? That's in terms of x kasi dx man ta class. So, this is from negative 2 to 0. Negative 2 to 0. Okay? Let's now solve this integral. So, this is negative 2 to 0. Yung y natin class, ito, that would be upper minus lower. Yung lower niya is ito. Yung upper niya, that is y is equal to 4. That is 4 minus yung lower niya is this one, the parabola. The parabola is this. So we have minus 4x minus x squared dx. And there you have it. Ito lang yung pinaka-equation na kailangan natin class. Then isolve nyo na. And voila, meron na tayong area. So let's solve this one. Naantok na yung narrator niya class. Okay, simplifying it, you would have 4 minus 4x plus x squared dx. Diretso na class, this is 4x negative 2 to 0 minus 4. Integral ng x would be power formula x squared over 2. Yung ating negative 2 to 0 plus x cubed over 3 negative 2 to 0. This is 4 times upper class is 0 minus yung lower negative 2 minus 4 over 2 upper 0 square minus yung lower negative 2 square plus 1/3 upper 0 cube minus yung lower negative 2 cube. And this is equal to 4 times. This becomes positive 2. 4 over 2, that is 2 times. This becomes 4. Plus 1/3 times 0 na to class is 2 times 2, 4 times 2. 2 times 2, 4, 4 times 2, 8. Negative 8, so positive 8. Add natin yan lahat. That would be 8 minus 8. Oops. Ang total nito ay 8 minus 8, 8/3. Something's wrong, let me check. Okay, so yung limit natin class is negative 2 to 0. So going back sa figure, negative 2 to 0 hanggang dito lang. Eh, yung ating point is from negative 2. Diba hanggang dito, class? This should be 2. Akala ko kasi axis to kanina. Dito pala yung axis. Okay? So, yung limit natin from 0, negative 2 to 2. So, this is 2. Ano ba yan? This is 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. 2. So, this is 2. Nako. Inis. This is 2. This is also 2. Another 2. And, erase ko to. Sorry. So, this is 4 times 2 minus 2. Positive 2. 2 plus 2, 4, minus 2 times, this one class is 4, minus 4. 2 times 2, 4, minus 4, 0 plus 1/3. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. 8 minus plus 8, 16. And this should be equal to 4 times 4, 16 plus 16 over 3, 64 over 3. Final answer. This is unit square. Okay, so yung area bounded nila class is 64 over 3. Natagalan lang tong pag-solve kasi ay in-explain ko part by part, okay? Pero pag kayo na class, ang kailangan ko lang is itong sketch, tsaka ito na. Okay? Bahala na kayo nung gagawin nyo dito na part. Kasi yung focus lang naman sa calculus is yung application niya, which is this one. Okay?